So first I want to just say I love you, even though it's a little hard, right? Sometimes it's perfect and it's obvious, it's all in divine order, and other times it's so uncomfortable, it's hard to fathom that anything makes sense. Thank God those times are few and far in between, and my support from you guys has helped tremendously. I understand that saying I'm broken as opposed to saying I'm healing isn't as helpful or beneficial or even real. But just with what I know that I had been, purposely dragged through and done to, I know that I was broken on purpose, for certain reasons, whatever, and it's so difficult every day. Just trying to not be broken, right? I'm just trying to flip that coin over, and I'm healing. So I remember one time when I watched a video of Max, and he said 90% of us didn't survive. I would always picture, ever since I saw that video with him, I always would picture me and him and like 18 other kids in a circle or whatnot, and I would just look at their faces and tell them I love them, and knew that those were the ones that didn't make it. Sometimes I would just be imagining, sometimes I would see a vague face, and I could just honor that person, that being, for their service, send them love. It's really sometimes hard for me knowing that Max isn't here. I know for me, and I felt like this was true for a lot of other people that are more aware of what's been done. I felt like access to the timeline in which Max didn't make it wasn't really there. Like I knew that it was not. It just wasn't what I had expected to have happen when finding out that he didn't make it. It just didn't. It literally didn't make sense. I couldn't. So this is me driving, and I'm trying to talk, and I want to show you guys. I'm going to show you the ocean in a second, but yeah, really didn't make sense, and it's difficult. Sometimes it's exciting knowing that I get to carry the torch, and I have to heal so that I can rediscover truths, and I can share those truths, because some of the truths that I have, some of the truths that Max has spit out is so important, from a point of view for certain people who would benefit from whatever information is offered. So it's an opportunity, and it's challenging. And although there are times when I definitely do not want to exist anymore or sense any of these emotions from others, it's crazy, because I have tried suicide and it didn't work, and it's a crazy little area I find myself in. It's like I know I have to stick it out on one end, and sometimes it's just so crazy. Some of the people, I know I'm not alone, some of the people that are so judgmental on our actions and our as far as like belief systems, and wanting to meditate as opposed to just always being clocked in on as far as always being clocked in and making money. It's like there's a time and a place for everything, and you can't always work, and like if you're not working, it doesn't mean that you're not productive. Like there's always time to exhale and sleep. You can't always be inhaling, you can't always be running or clocked on or in, and it's just hard. My sister I'm staying with, she's got a 10-year-old boy, and he doesn't even spend any time in his room. He sleeps in her bed and he's on the computer, and that's it. That's all. And they've literally been physically battling each other, obviously mentally and very much verbally. But I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm listening to them hit each other, and there's so much negativity being placed on me, and it's like, it's just such an opportunity for us as ascension pioneers and way showers and awakening, self-realizing humans. It's just like, it doesn't make sense if you think about it, like, to the way we're being treated, or at least I'm speaking for me. Like, it just has to be a test or a mission or opportunity. It's crazy that people would be so horribly judgmental, horrific, condescending, demeaning to my face, my blood people, that are saying they're helping me, and it's just like they're just waiting for me to mess up from their point of view, and provoking and trying to promote anything negative, and just completely talking trash all day long. And it's like, these people are hitting kids. These people are screaming. This is a great opportunity to shine in the darkest depths of humanity's beingness, of just not supporting the innocent. I mean, I'm just going to use my sister as an example, and I'm sorry just as much as I'm not sorry, because it is what it is. But like, all the meals this lady cooks is in the microwave. There's no comprehension, there's no thought that maybe he shouldn't be on the computer, Grand Theft Auto, and killing people, literally double-digit hours each day. I mean, this kid runs to the bathroom when he has to pee, and it comes out of him like he's been holding it forever, and he runs right back, and it doesn't even move. He asks for food to be brought to him, and it's crazy, because I know that that's just an example, a metaphor for a lot of the other people's lack of love, self-love, extended outward love to others, to innocents, to neighbors, to family, to friends. And it's a beautiful thing that you guys love me and support me and help me and send your love, because I definitely feel it. Like, I was telling my friend that sends me energy, she's such a beautiful soul, I was telling her that it's weird, because it's almost as if my notification for the energy sent has been turned off. But if I look in my inbox, these are all metaphors, so if I look in my inbox, I can find the love that's been sent to me. And what I mean by that is, like, I go throughout my day, and it's sometimes rough, and sometimes there's drunk people in this car, and they're a little demeaning and demanding, and when it just seems helpless and hopeless and I'm all alone, it's just, I take a deep breath and I kind of look around within, and I swear it's like there's just energy just waiting to be utilized for manifestation, whether it be healing, forgiveness, just a new perception, putting myself in observer mode instead of in the middle of it mode, feeling it. I mean, I could watch myself feel it, but to be engulfed in all of these emotions and thoughts is sometimes unproductive. So you're with me right now on Main Street, Huntington Beach. And I pretty much just drive up and down the coast to start my drive, and then however that takes me, it takes me. But I like staring at the water and smelling the salt, watching the people. There's a lot of people that I know I'm helping in the car, because it's like, for me, like, I never supported the Matrix. I wouldn't work, I wouldn't not for money and stuff. I just wouldn't support the Matrix. I knew it wasn't real. I didn't, and it was what it was. But there's a lot of people that still weren't willing to do that. I mean, like I said, I tried to kill myself. It didn't work. So that kind of flips the switch a little bit. When you're wanting to die, you're willing to die. That flips you enough. When you can't, you're thinking, oh shit, there's a bigger picture maybe. So it's it's pretty different. So I know that there are people that haven't had, it sounds horrible to say, the luxury of what I've been through, and that's horrible to say, but from a point of view, it's like I knew for a fact that all of this was fake. This is a stage. This isn't real, blah, blah, blah. So from that point of view, it was good for me because I knew. Now it was heavily targeted. When you know this stuff, they send the demons after you. Thought forms, people believing in their thought forms and not liking you and hating on you. But I know that a lot of these people I'm picking up in the car and helping and talking to, and they're helping me. A lot of these people are light workers. They work with truth. They work with love. And I just feel like it's just what family does. Sometimes, the family member knows how to cook the meal, and so they kind of take charge of the dinner, and they help other people, and divulge information and opportunities and positions to work in and together and unify. And I just feel like it's not like a teacher is ever better than a student, and teachers learn all the time from their students. That's fact. So I'm just teaching while I'm a student, and I'm learning every day more about myself while I'm interacting with these beautiful, sometimes crazy people. And I really don't care if any of this makes sense, because I'm just talking and driving and trying. I'm offering my love to all beings in this now. I'm accepting love. I just want to help. And I think that it would be beautiful if we could start unifying and combining our energies and efforts. And the prophesized cities of light, these could just be a house. This could be a community. This could be so much potential. Just really sending out an SOS for anyone that has some property or some resources in which let's start a little group, a club, a city of light. Let's, make videos and have people over and do healing and sound baths and massage sessions. And let's have an anchor point. Does anyone listening to this, does anybody have any access to anything? Does anybody, I'm sleeping on a couch when I can, right? And it's rough, but it's all in divine perfectness. I know I could help more if I was helped more, and that's all I want. I want to heal. I want to unlock a lot of these secrets that were purposefully deleted, or whatever you want to say. That I've been through a lot, and I would like to pull out some of that information while I'm healing. I know some of it's tucked and some of it's coded, and we might need other people in conjunction. But together, we each hold a puzzle piece, and it doesn't really matter in this massive puzzle. It doesn't matter who puts the first puzzle piece down. We just got to put it down, and then we'll work off from there. And I think it's important, that we as grid workers, we're scattered around, and I think it's important now that we've done our anchoring and done a lot of the work. You could say the majority for sure. Then I think it's time we collaborate and coagulate, and let's get together and physical. I know there's these group meditations, and then there's all of these different workshops and retreats, but I'm saying have this a lifestyle. Personally I do meditate, but I'm one of those that I do. I love the theory and the thought form of the meditative lifestyle more so than, not in a judgmental. It's not like I don't sit there in silence, cross-legged, mudra, eyes closed. Oh, I got a ride. I love you. Peace.